Hello. I bet you weren't expecting me to see me, upload again after so many months of not uploading. Well, truth is, I was gonna make this whole return video about my comeback and like a new era and a whole bunch of shit, with the characters and all that. But I'm just gonna scrap all that, and I want to tell you all on why I started this channel and the biggest inspiration for this entire content, this channel, these reviews, all that. It only belongs to one person. That person is Oliver Tree. If you just watch all my content, it's just homages, well, to movies, but to also him. His documentaries, all the videos he's made, his music videos, even to his characters. I'm inspired by all that. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been making any of this shit. And I'm sure he also inspired a lot of you as well. But I just wanted to come out here and say that because, unfortunately, he did pass away today. I've already cried, like, all the tears I have in my eyes. And here's a funny story about Oliver and how I got introduced to him. So, when was it? The first time he ever showed up on the H3H3 podcast, and they posted like a clip of that interview or podcast. And when I first saw that, you know what I thought? I thought he was just a giant asshole, dude. And this is way before I started listening to his music, right? So I was already judging him by his looks, and I called him like a huge asshole, and I just did not like him. Fast forward a couple, I guess months later, I was going through some depressing love situation going on. I'm not gonna get into that, but just know it was something like that. And I was on Spotify listening to music, clearing my head, in that mood, you already know, in that state, in that flow of state, or what do you want to call it. And you know how when you play a song, it's on a playlist or anything like that, and Spotify just gives you a random song after that? That's what it did. But I remember correctly, it was Alien Boy that Spotify decided to put me on. And ever since that day, I've been hooked on his music. I think his Do You Feel Me EP was out, or was like literally just out recently. I was hooked on that. I don't know. It's not like I was also into music during that time. I was just a damn kid who was out here listening to like anime openings. That was just it. And maybe some rap here and there, but that was it. But once I got into Oliver Tree's like discography, I can't fucking speak, but discography, it literally like opened my mind, my brain, and it started making me go explore genres and all that for music. It basically started my love for music, and also my love for singing and all that, And like I said, I was judging this guy way before I was listening to his music, which is crazy. Cause these are two things that Oliver has taught me. There might be more, but I think these two are the main things. Number one, never judge a book by its cover. That's for sure. Because even after listening to his music, I was judging his albums or his album, choices. Like, for recently, when I was hearing the snippets for his new album, Love You Madly, Hate You Badly, I wasn't really into it. I thought it was gonna be like a trash album, like some Miss You shit, But it was way, way different than that. Dude, I love this new album of his. It really, really surprised me. And I don't know, just the whole vibe of it, I just love. Well, anyways, that's past that. Second thing he taught me, which is, what he's always been saying. No matter how weird you think, no matter how stupid you look, no matter how ugly you feel, you are beautiful. These two things are the things I've learned from him. The lessons he's taught me. And like, also, it's okay to be weird. It's okay to be strange, And yeah, like the title says, he is the main reason and also the biggest inspiration for this channel. Me watching his behind the scenes, stuff, his documentaries, like the scooter one, the one of him versus the Ryan Williams, I think that was his name was, I can't remember. And the one where he was trying to learn how to backflip with the what was it? I think it was a bike or something, I can't remember. But yeah, all those. And also just him switching characters between like the first 3 albums, I just liked it. You know, it was like his own universe that he created. And that's what I've been wanting to do with my channel, was create my own universe with characters, just like he did. Look at the first 3 to Otakon. That's literally just an homage to Oliver's Alone in a Crowd tour, and which I will say, Oliver Tree concerts are just unique. All that energy he gives out to all of us is just, I don't know, man. And I was hoping to see him as well in this tour he's on, cause I've never been this fond of an artist before. This is the first time I ever actually was hooked on for the music, and following him through his whole career. He really was one of the most creative, the most unique, and from what I can tell, one of the nicest people out there. I don't know what else to say, dude. I'm like terrible at speaking, if you couldn't tell. But I just wanted to come out here and say that because, this dude meant so much to me. I wanted to meet him, dude. I wanted to shake his hand. And in the future, I could see myself shaking his hand and meeting him, telling him, like, thank you for everything. Thank you for being my inspiration. And, well, now I can't for circumstances. But, yeah, I got nothing else to say. I'll be back. This won't be the end of my channel. This won't be the end of Oliver Tree's legacy. He will keep moving on. His spirit, his creativeness will live on through so many of us, of his fans. And his music, well, first of all, that's never gonna be skipped. I'll keep playing that shit till the day I die. And, yeah. Rest in peace to everyone on the helicopter that passed. And to Oliver, thank you. I love you. I hope you rest well.
At this motherfucking stage. If a funny-looking guy like me could do this, you could do whatever you put your minds to. No dream is too big. Do not listen to other people, because people will tell you it will never work. And if I listened to these motherfuckers, there would be no Oliver Tree, and you would not be here tonight. And it's crazy, because yesterday I was on television in Toronto, and today I got nominated for a Brit Award, and tomorrow I go on MTV for an interview. Anything is possible. Never give up on your dreams. And I just want to say, this show was 5 years of hard work. I spent over $5 million. Instead of buying a home, I went and I put every penny I had in this show to inspire people like you. So thank you for making this dream come true. Made this all possible. There's an ancient proverb, and it goes something like this: if an Oliver Tree falls in the forest and no one is there to hear it, did it really make a sound? And the answer is no. Without you, there is no show. Without you, I am a delusional guy sitting on his couch. So thank you for making this dream possible.